Welcome back to the Charles in Charge Cowboys Sports Report. It is Sunday, the 4th of December, just after the game, 54-19. The score sounds really nice, but the game was really nip and tuck until the fourth quarter. We break another franchise record this year, 33 fourth quarter points. But the first three quarters, not impressive. We can't play with our food. Teams like that, we should put away quick and early. The turning point in that game, or what could have been a turning point, was in the third quarter when Dak threw that ball way behind Lamb, and Isaiah Rodgers, I think it was, DB for Indianapolis, almost intercepted it, but the ball hit the ground. If he had intercepted it and they would have taken possession of that ball down 2 points, the game would have been in doubt. All they needed was a field goal to take the lead. Dak has to stop with the interceptions. All last year he had 10. He almost has that many in 6 games. It's getting ridiculous now. You're starting just... Well, I know the offense was not like it is when Rush was quarterback, but when Rush was playing quarterback and he would throw it deep, I didn't worry. When I see Dak launch it deep, I worry that he's throwing into traffic or making a bad throw. He needs to clean that up. He's a great game manager. He is not an elite quarterback. And he needs to know that. He said to the press that he's going to keep being aggressive because he knows how good he can be. He can be very good when the run game is running well. And he can play out the play action, roll out, do all that stuff, hit the check downs real nice. Sorry. But he's not a very, very accurate passer. I mean, what in the second quarter, he had Michael Gallup behind the defense, overthrew him by 10 yards. If he throws a ball like he's supposed to and drops it in the bucket, Michael Gallup hits his head on the goalpost. 75-yard touchdown. No, he overthrows it big time, and on third down he gets sacked. And he needs to start running. Teams are not afraid of Dak running the football. Jalen Hurts, the reason why the Eagles' offense is so effective is because half of it is Jalen Hurts running the ball. So you've got to account for all 11 players on that offense just about. Dak he wants to be that big pocket passer like Aikman was or Romo. He's not. He's 6'4", 240. Dude, if it's 3rd and 4 and your first 2 reads aren't open and there's a small lane, run through it. You're 240 pounds. You can break an arm tackle from a DT and get the first down instead of just standing in the pocket and then choosing to make a stupid throw. Threw an interception tonight. Last week, at Thanksgiving, he threw 2. Against Minnesota, I don't believe he threw any. Green Bay, he threw 2. Chicago, he threw 1. He can't do that in the postseason. The next 2 games against Houston at home and at Jacksonville, we need to put these teams away early. In the fourth quarter, we showed our dominance. We showed how much better we are. 33 fourth quarter points. That's freaking nuts. But it shouldn't have to come down to that. We're 9-3. I'm not complaining about that. 9-3 is great, especially all the adversity that we've had. And like Chris Collinsworth said tonight, when Tyron Smith comes back, our offensive line is going to be something to reckon with. And I hope he's back by the Eagles game. And I hope Monday night Odell Beckham has a contract signed by him and Jerry. We'll see about that. That's tomorrow, actually. And see if James Washington can add to the mix too. Anthony Brown goes down. There's no way that we can have Kelvin Joseph at cornerback 2. He is horrible. I can't believe he's still on the team. How is Kelvin Joseph I don't care if he's a second-round pick or not. He can't play cornerback, and he can't even play special teams without getting a flag every game. We signed Kendall Sheffield to the practice squad a few weeks ago. He should be ready to step up. Can't be any worse than Brown. Anthony Brown's been going up against no-name guys. Thanksgiving, he was going against no-name receivers. And then Darius Slayton beat him on a long ball. And then tonight, he's going against number 14 for the Colts. Never even heard of the guy's name. But he just got mossed by him and was getting beat by him. And Kelvin Joseph is even worse. Deron Bland, on the other hand, the rookie in the slot, playing very well for a rookie. Got 2 picks tonight, 3 on the season. Homeboy is playing ball. Trayvon, he did get beat because he's wanting a pick. He hadn't had a pick in a while, so he thought it was going to be a slant route, so he jumps it, and the guy, cuts to the corner of the end zone, wide open. Other than that, Trayvon's been shut down. Diggs has just been in his rocking chair, sitting back, playing 8 yards off the receiver, doing his thing. So we need to find a good cornerback too. Promote Sheffield off the practice squad. Put him on the field. You can't be any worse than Anthony Brown. Brown has regressed tremendously this year. And if we have a cornerback too that can play just a little bit better, that would be great, because Bland is playing fine in the slot. And Kelvin Joseph could be cornerback number 4 if it's a 4-receiver set. If it's a 4-receiver set, our pass rush is going to get home. I love it whenever we blitz and we have a free guy coming to the quarterback. It's beautiful. Like Donovan Wilson, Anthony Barr in the first half. We put up a 50-burger when we scored 49 against Chicago. That was the highest score any team has had this season. Now, 54 is the benchmark. Nobody's scored that yet. We're second in points allowed to San Fran. We have allowed 206, and San Fran has allowed 190, I believe. So they got 16 points less than us. I'd like to be number 1 in points allowed by the end of the season. And with 54 points scored today, we came into the game 7 in points scored. So with 54, pretty sure we jumped. I know we jumped over Cincy and Miami. So we're probably number 3 or 4 in points scored now. So second in points allowed and third or fourth in points scored. It's a pretty damn good stat to be in. 5 takeaway game. We got 3 rookies on the defense making a difference right now. Sam Williams is going to be a monster. He's having a good rookie year. Damone Clark, coming off neck surgery, coming in the middle of the season, is playing good ball, forced a fumble, and Deron Bland is playing good nickel back. We got a young, good team. We got an offense that can put up numbers quick, and we got a defense that can shut you down and cause havoc. And we got a good special teams. Sky's the limit. We just can't play with our food. And Dak, you need to stop making errant throws, and you need to stop pressing the issue. Don't push the envelope if you don't need to. Unless we're down 14, you don't have to force it. Dak, live to punt and see another set of downs. We have a great defense. Don't put them in a position to where they got to come out and start at our own 30. I mean, you just put them in bad spots. Just play smart. Play within your confines. You are a great game manager. You are not an elite passer. We will not win by your arm. We win by the run game. And Elliott is looking like 2018 Elliott. He is. Now, there was a difference between 2018 Elliott and 2016 Elliott. 2016 Zeke Elliott had that Pollard burst where he could break a 60-yard run. 2018 Zeke didn't have any 60-yard runs. He had a lot of 20, 30-yard runs. But 2018, he was more of a bruiser, bulldozer type back with some finesse. And that's what he's looking like right now. Last week against the Giants and tonight, he looked very good. And Pollard is Pollard. I mean, he's just electrical. And CeeDee Lamb is finally becoming a number 1 receiver. It took him time to adjust without Cooper. I mean, when he was drafted, he had Cooper there. Coverage would bracket Cooper. He'd get the double team. Lamb didn't get all the attention this season. Defensive bracket on his side, double him, and it took him to adjust to it. But the last 3-4 games, it looks like that he's been coming around the corner, and he's starting to look like a good number one now. He's starting to represent 88, like 88 should be represented. But good win, good fourth quarter. Before the fourth quarter, it was a 2-point game, 21-19. And then all of a sudden it's 54-19. I think a cool thing is 8 out of the 12 games that we played, we've held the opponent under 20 points. We could say 9 games, we've held the opponent 20 or under since the Giants scored 20 on Thanksgiving. But 8 out of the 12 games, we've held teams under 20 points, I believe. But Tampa Bay 19, Bengals 16, Giants, Bengals 7. Bucks 19, Bengals 17, Giants 16, Washington 10, the Rams 10. That's 5, and then it was Lions had like 10 or 6 points, something like that, and then Vikings had 3, and then tonight Colts at 19. So that's 8 teams under 20 points out of 12 games. We haven't done that in forever. So we're averaging about 17 a game. It was 17 on the dot. Actually, tonight's like 17.2 or whatever. But we got reinforcements coming, so we're going to get better. We have not even peaked yet with our talent on our roster. We got Ty Smith coming back, James Washington, and hopefully an OBJ that can make a difference. He can make that one play a game that gets us over the hump. We'll see about that. Please subscribe, like, and share. Always forget to say it at the beginning of the video. If you're watching and you haven't subscribed, please subscribe, like, and share. My first goal is to get to 1,000 subscribers. When I do, I can do live shows. When I do live shows, it will be live, if you know what I mean. I'll have a call-in line, a Zoom-in line, all that stuff. So y'all call in, Zoom in, tell me if I'm wrong or if I'm right, or we could just talk about our passion that we share, the Star. Until then, guys, keep God first and foremost. This is just a knee-jerk reaction after the game. I'm about to crash out. I'll have a video in a couple of days to kind of break down where we're at more. And y'all have a good week. Enjoy the win. Have a good victory Monday. And tomorrow they're gonna move the goalposts on us because Philly barely escaped Indianapolis by a last-minute touchdown. And we did blow them out with the score, but they're going to say, that the game was in doubt until the fourth quarter. Philly can get away with that, but we can't. So you're going to hear the talking heads talking bad about the win, but a win's a win. It's an NFL team, and the Colts played tough. They beat the Raiders, took Philly to the brink, should have beat Philly. Last week they lose by 7. I mean, they're not a pushover team right now, not with just Saturday at head coach. I mean, we're the only team that really whooped their ass on the scoreboard. And that was just in the fourth quarter, 33 points. Never done in our history. And that's the second most points in NFL history in the fourth quarter. I don't know what fourth quarter team scored more than that, but that's a franchise record. So that's another record that we broke this season. All right, guys, I'll catch you on the flip side. Charles and Charges out.